presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to John in Austin, Texas. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm so good I can't stand it. How about you?
Good, man.
God bless you. All of God's best to you and your family.
Wow.
You teach us how to make money. You are such a man of integrity and honesty.
Right.
I so admire what you do in your show, and you just deserve a whole lot of credit. And the other thing is you would be hard-pressed to invest in something that's going to bring you a better return than that gold report. It is fantastic, buddy. I just so appreciate you helping us make money.
I appreciate it, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means you can take action. You can have many ideas in your head, but without action upon that idea, there'd be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 16, NASDAQ up 36, S&P's up 1.5, gold contract up $6.10, trading at $12.9620 an ounce. Silver up 3 cents, $17.09 an ounce. Platinum up $5, $9.86 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.91 a pound. Light sweet crude up 20 cents, $48.79 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 8 ticks, 126.26. 30-year bond up 3 ticks, 155.14. King dollar down 354 ticks at 92.950. You have the euro trading at 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 109 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? Well, since we're coming into the close, I think we should look at the futures here. So if we bring up the E-minis, what you're going to see out here today, folks, is this. We had a low that was established out here at 24.30. We had a high that was established at 24.46. We are at 24.39, and this is going to be an intriguing coming into the close. The reason being, of course, is that we had that big down day yesterday that took a huge amount of energy out of the marketplace. That being said, folks, we've really had a sideways market out here today. You get the bump. The bump's on tremendously lighter volume. What I expect you're going to see out here is that we're going to, bottom line, try to get into about the 24.35 level. Nothing heavy. You know, the 24.30 is the low for today, but 24.35, that's doable. It's doable very quickly coming into the close. So that'd put the S&Ps down about $2. Right now, you're up about $1.25. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you have in the Dow is this. Dow Industrials, they hit a high out here today of 21,911. Right now, you're at 857. That, I suspect they're going to go slightly negative also. The composite, what you have with the composite is up, let's see, there she is, okay. Composite is up $35. You're at 62.52, and that composite can get somewhere into about probably down about another $16. Yeah, we won't get cut in half. Probably about another $7 to $8. Nothing heavy there. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract, folks. You get a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. We've done 249,000 contracts out here today. It had taken its B point out on Wednesday, took it out with volume. We did 291,000 contracts, taking out the B point, which had 214. That sets up a handle of 327. And what you are doing here, which is pretty wild, is that you are absolutely coming into the last two swing highs with volume. The swing highs we're talking about is April 17th. We had 1307 as well as June 6th at 1305. If we go take a look at the GLD, what you'll see how this shakes out here. The GLD We broke topside. You broke topside with 9 million shares. Yesterday, we did 9.8 million shares. We put this on a weekly, and what you're going to see on the weeklies is that we're pushing in right now. You get the 34 million versus 39 million versus 55 million. So what we are going to need next week is that you're going to need another expansion of volume as we get into the 123.07 number. Bonds, the 10-year note. The 10-year note is right next to the high, which is just really wild because these bonds, folks, over the course of so many years, you know, it's like, how do interest rates stay so low? Every time, even when the Fed is saying that they're going to go up on short-term rates, the market says, you know what, I'm going to buy as many short-term notes as you want to handle. So the problem out here is that there is more demand than there is supply in the 10-year. So the 10-year, the last high in the 10-year is 127.08. We made it to 126.28 today, and that baby is going to be able to sleep over the weekend. It's going to wake up Monday morning, and it looks like next week we are going to launch that high once again because that is a high-volume high at 127.08 on the 10-year. And we're talking about it hit 126.28 today, so you're talking about all of 12 ticks in order to get to that high. We take a look at the 30-year. 30-year is set up the exact same way. 30-year today did 255,000 contracts, which, by the way, is big contract volume for a Friday, especially in the summer. 30-year is going after the 157.08 level, and up at that level, we have anemic volume. You're talking about 200,000 contracts. When we take a look at the 10-year, the 10-year today, it cracked 2.2. It's 2.187. We take a look at this. We put this on a 6-month basis. That's just about, well, we're getting down to the low for the last 6 months is 2.126. The high is 2.626. Big numbers. King dollar. Now, this is where it's going to get pretty wild. So good old King dollar, folks, takes off last Friday. And when I say take off, it finally did a dead cat bounce from January 3rd. That's how long King dollar has been going down. So you're talking about January 3rd up until August 2nd. Okay, so we've done 27,000 contracts. Now, where King dollar took off from was 92.580. We've hit 92.830. Now, it's definitely an expansion of volume because we've done 27,000 contracts versus where it took off from with 31,000. So Monday's going to be challenging. Yeah, we'll see whether bottom line, we'll see whether it holds. If it doesn't hold, oh my God. You know, my longer take is that King dollar is still going to bounce to 95 and 96, and it's more than likely doing an ABC structure on the way down, which will take it into the 88 area, which is a problem child. The reason that the 88 is a problem child, if we take a look at the continuous contract, that is the highs of 2008 and 2010. And if you break 88, 74, 75 is coming at us, which is pretty intense. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 10. Nasdaq's up 31. S&Ps are up a half a point. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Dow right now is up 6. You get the NASDAQ up 30. S&P's a flat. And folks, we have a great guest out here today. You know, it's a Friday. You know how much I love fishing, and you know how much I never catch any fish. You know, there's a great organization, folks, in Clearwater. We happen to be headquartered in Clearwater. This organization, it's making a difference fishing, okay? And what they do, they've been in business for 22 years. It's a 501c nonprofit. Bottom line, they take care of kids, adults with special needs. They have a tournament that's coming up August 19th. Now, bottom line, if you happen to be in Clearwater, great. I'd love you to come to the tournament. We know you're right across the whole country. We get a special guest, Tom Free. We're going to talk about it. I'd love you to send them a small donation so they can take care of more children, more adults, more grants. Tom Free, welcome to TFNN.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing wonderful. Thanks for having us on so we can talk about the auction that's occurring on August 19th.
So tell us about exactly what you do and how they started doing the fishing tournament.
Okay, we basically we call them fishing tournaments. They're more of a fishing experience.
Yes.
You know, we bring the kids out, for example, to Pier 60 on Clearwater Beach, and we'll usually have in the neighborhood of 200 to 250 kids.
Yep.
Out there on the pier. Every kid gets a fishing pole and as many hot dogs and hamburgers and donuts as we can shovel down them, and we just spend the day fishing out on Pier 60. We've got volunteers out there measuring the catch, helping the children and their families have a good time. At the end of the day, we go into the pavilion and we give out prizes for the biggest fish, the ugliest fish, the smallest fish, whatever we can think of. And the kids just have a great time. Now, we also have adult tournaments, because like you said, we've been doing this for about 22 years.
Yeah.
We have started fishing when they're very young, and they age out of our kids tournament, and then we just transition them right into our adult tournament. So we try to let them enjoy a day of fishing just like the rest of us like to go out and enjoy a day of fishing.
And for folks around the country, right? So check this out. Pier 60, folks. Clearwater Beach is beautiful. Pier 60 is amazing. The amazing part about Pier 60 is that some of these kids are probably catching little sharks because, I've been down there years ago, Tom, all right? And when you catch a little one, it's like, oh, no, where are the big ones, right?
Well, you'd be surprised at what you see swim by Pier 60, just yards away from all our visitors from up north that are enjoying the water.
Yes.
There's some other visitors that are out there doing some swimming that you would not necessarily want to see.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Now, children, adults, special needs. I mean, it's expensive. Never mind all the love that everyone needs, but talk to me about the expenses that these parents go through.
It's not cheap raising a child with special needs. So, we started a grant program.
Yes.
And this grant program, it can cover anything from, sometimes we'll give out, we'll help a family with a year's worth of diapers, adaptive bikes and trikes, to let the kids get out there and get some exercise, adaptive wheelchairs. Nowadays, with the iPads becoming so popular, there are
Yes.
a lot of software programs that go on the iPads that help with communications for children that are nonverbal.
Okay.
And the parents can submit grant requests through our website. There's a process with information that they need to supply us, and then we try to fill as many of these grants as we can. Since 2005, we've filled over $400,000 worth of grant requests.
Now,
And there's never enough money to grant every single request that we have. We'd love to be able to fill every one, but the economic reality is that we have to do the best we can with what we have.
and folks, when we talk nonprofits, one of the questions always is, okay, you get a nonprofit, what are the salaries, how much is coming out of it? My understanding is that no one gets paid a salary in this nonprofit.
There is no one that receives $1 for what they do at Make a Difference Fishing. It was started by a group of local Clearwater businessmen. One of our friends had a nephew that didn't have any legs, loved to go fishing, and he thought, well, if he likes to go fishing, I bet you there are a bunch of other kids out there
Yes.
that would enjoy the same sort of thing. And over the years, it's just grown and grown and grown. And we not only put on tournaments in Clearwater. We have both a children's tournament and an adult tournament in Clearwater.
Okay.
We put on tournaments for the city of Largo. We also put on a tournament up in Waverly, Georgia. And recently we were contacted by a local assisted care living facility that handles with very medically challenged children. And they have a pond on their property, and we actually went over and put on a tournament just for them because these kids are so medically dependent upon machinery. They can't really get out for long periods of time and get away from the facility, so we came to them.
That is so cool, man. Well, folks, what I'd love you to do, just open up your wallet a bit, send a small donation to them. Now, let me give you the address, folks, and this address is going to be on our website. So you're going to send it to Make a Difference Fishing. It's P.O. Box 16535, Clearwater, Florida, 33766. So it's P.O. Box 16535, Clearwater, Florida, 33766. And, whatever you can afford, folks, I would just love you to send it. If you happen to be in the Clearwater, Tampa area, well, great. Come on down, because on the 19th, folks, the 19th is an auction, Tom, right?
Yes, sir. Down at the Clearwater Hilton on Clearwater Beach.
Yep.
One of our beautiful hotels here on Clearwater Beach. We're going to be having a casino night and benefit auction. With your price of admission, you get $5,000 of casino money to get out there and play all the games. And the more you win, the more chances you have at winning prizes. You take the money at the end of the evening and you turn it in for tickets, and you'll have the ability to win a bunch of different prizes. We have a silent auction that goes on. We have a live auction with larger items at the end of the evening. And in addition to that, a lot of local restaurants will be providing food, so that you don't want to play on an empty stomach. So there'll be some great food, and there are cash bars available because you need a couple of beverages there to help you.
Totally. And folks, so for everyone around the whole United States, you can go to makeadifferencefishing.org. You can pull it up if you happen to be in this area. Come on down to the auction on the 19th. If you're not in this area, I'd love you to open up your wallet a little, send them $25, pop it in the mail. Bottom line, folks, it's a great thing to do, helping a lot of people. You have a huge amount of volunteers that just do it for love and do it that they want a better society. So,
yeah, the volunteers are the backbone of this organization. We have some of the greatest people. And, and that's another thing we can always use. If there's somebody out there who has a heart for kids and loves to fish and wants to get involved, we'd love to have you. I get more out of what we do than I think any of the kids do.
It's a beautiful thing. Well, listen, man, we appreciate you being out there. We appreciate all the volunteers. We appreciate what you're doing. You're just making a better world every day, man, and that's exactly where it's at. Thank you, Tom. Have a great one and have a safe one.
Hey, thank you, Tom. Thank you for all your listeners out there. We really appreciate the time that you let us come on it.
Absolutely.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks we have in this market. This will be a low volume market out here today, folks. Oh, JCPenney. JCPenney, folks, going out of business. That's down 82 cents. We'll get back to that in a second. That's trading at 388. Snapchat, big problems. That's down $1.80, 11.97. That went IPO at 17, went up to 25, and just crashed. Bank of America is down 29 cents. Nvidia's off 10. That's not the end of the world. Nvidia's a rocket ship. Apple's up $1.89. We have Microsoft up $1.11. And between Microsoft and Apple, that's why you're seeing the NDX even get any juice whatsoever out here today. If we go over and take a look at Snap first, what you're going to see is this. Snap right now, bottom line is coming into its last swing low, 1190, and guess what? Volume's expanding. This is a mess extraordinaire, folks, and it's a mess that only just went IPO. This is what you're going to probably end up seeing here is, I suspect, probably plenty of suits, because what does happen in the IPO aspect, folks, is that when you go IPO, the broker-dealer community is supposed to do the due diligence. And this went IPO on the 1st of March. It went at $17. Now, you only can get it at $17 if, in fact, you got it on the IPO. This thing opened at $23 on the 1st, on the 2nd, rather. Goes all the way up to $29 on the 3rd. By the 4th, it was back down to $23, and by the 5th, the 7th, rather, over the weekend, it was down at $20. So, and then it went right down to $18. It took about 2 months to get under its IPO price. Now it looks like it's going to basically take another leg down. If we take a leg down, it looks to me that you get a small ABC down that's going to take it somewhere into about the $7 or $8 area. So it's a huge problem. JCPenney, bottom line, JCPenney just looks like it's going to go out of business. and it has for a long time. Let's see. This stock is just a mess. Store's been a mess for a long period of time anyway. So this is blowing away a B point, monster volume. Today what we did, you got 106 million shares. You're blowing out the B point of 43 million. You take a look at this. We put this, I put it back 25 years. You're at all-time lows. Once you actually got under $4.90, the next stop is zero. So good old JCPenney, kiss it goodbye, because it's going to be out of its misery. Let's go take a look at the financial stocks, the XLF. So what you had happening out here this week is that the XLF, once again, could not handle its swing high going back to March. March 2nd is the benchmark on this baby. That benchmark is $25.29. If we put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that you come back, you tested it, couldn't handle it. Now the XLF looks like it's going to try to make its way down to 2170. If we take a look at the SPY, the SPY, what you're going to see inside the SPY, this is going to be pretty heavy, folks, because what you have is this. On the daily, on the weekly, all of the above, what the SPY has done is this, is that it's come down fast, furious, and it's laying right at its trend line from 232. Right now you're at 244. You're barreling into that trend line. I expect next week it's going to go after the trend line. The real question is it going to break it with force? And force, conviction means wide price spread, accelerated volume. Bottom line, you break it with force, the SPY will be down, trading at that 231 area. We go take a look at the 3Qs. 3Qs is the same type of setup. What you have with the 3Qs. 3Qs right now are up 90 cents. You're at 141.93. We put this on a weekly basis, and what you're going to see is that you got inside its lower range. The 3Qs, I suspect next week, are going to make a run down to this 135 area. Right now, you're at 141.92. Now, what has happened is this. I'm going to keep the Qs up. So the Qs, folks, they had given the first warning shot, big warning shot, on May 17th. That they wanted lower price. It came down hard on May 17th, May 18th, shook it off. Go to a higher high. Came down hard on June 9th, shook it off. Took quite a while to go to a higher high. You didn't go to a higher high then until July 20th. But guess what? Went to a higher high, came down hard again on the 27th of July, shook it off almost. Then came up and did not make a higher high. It failed on price, failed on volume. This was Tuesday, and then it blown out. As it blown out, folks, the Qs had been the only indice, when you take a look at the Qs, the SPY, or the Dow, that actually had broken. And when I mean broken, the chart had broken, wanted a lower price. Now, the SPY broke this week. The Dow Industrials have not broke yet. But the SPY has broken. The bottom line, this SPY came down fast, furious, has the conviction behind the move. The SPY ended up doing 120 million shares yesterday. You're back inside the lower range, which is 245. That sets up the lows of the 18th, which is 235. Dow Industrials, different animal. The Dow Industrials have not broken yet. Dow Industrials right now, basically 21,850. Now, the Dow has, doesn't mean, I suspect they're going to break, but the Dow has a lot further to go down before it would break. You're talking about another 300 points before the chart actually gets broken. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, hi. Thanks for taking my call. I really like the trend line analysis you had lately on the SPX.
Thank you.
And I'd like you to apply that to the VIX, but on the monthly chart.
So if we take a look at the VIX, folks, is the short-term volatility index. And if we put this on a monthly, what you're going to see here is that if we end up breaking this, I'm not going to, I did this yesterday. So if we take it 5 months, what you're going to see is that you're right at the top.
Yeah, the 2008 and the 2015.
And it actually, we broke this thing. So the VIX is saying that, hey, 32 is game. That's, we broke it with conviction. If you take the tops going from just 2016, that's saying that 32 is game. And 32 would be game real easy because what you have is this. The complacency was so heavy that in 3 days, the VIX went from 952 up to 1728. What that means, folks, the VIX is predicated on the amount of trades and the amount of people that need to buy insurance, and it's a supply and demand equation. And because the fast move in that VIX right now, that is saying that there's so many people that are long that they wanted insurance, or that they just felt it was going to go down. But the demand was higher than the supply, and that's why that thing went so fast. So, bottom line, the way the VIX moves, that was a very fast move, but it makes sense that it's a fast move because we haven't had a retracement in so long.
But how about the high short interest in the VIX? They have to eventually cover.
Well, I don't know anything about the high short interest in the VIX. I mean, I don't even know how anyone can gauge that.
Well, they go along the puts on the VIX, right? So eventually they're going to have to close them out, huh?
Well, it depends what I heard the aspect of this morning that an analyst was saying that the amount of call selling that there had been throughout the last few years, he thought that was the case.
Okay.
I don't buy that, but anyway. Cooking, brother.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 16. Nasdaq's up 32. S&Ps are up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We had the CPI come out this morning. This is a story coming across the Bloomberg. It's pretty cool. Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis President Neil Kashkari said his colleagues at the U.S. Central Bank have voted to raise interest rates because they are worried about an accelerating inflation in the future, a concern he likened to a ghost story. People are worried that if one second, and by the way, folks, 2 meetings ago, he was the only one that voted against going up on rates. But here, let me read this way. People are worried that if wages start to climb, if businesses have to compete with each other, you may not get the gradual wage growth, he said Friday during a talk in Bloomington, Minnesota. You might all of a sudden get an acceleration in wages. I call this, and I mean this with no disrespect, I call this a ghost story, meaning I cannot prove to you that there is not a ghost underneath this table, he said. I cannot prove it definitely. There may be, but there is no evidence that there is a ghost under this table. There is no evidence in any of the data that wages have this acceleration factor and that all of a sudden they're going to take off. Kashkari, who joined the central bank in 2016 and started voting on policy-setting Federal Open Market Committee this year, dissented against decisions to raise rates in March and June that were otherwise unanimous. Fed policymakers' next meeting is September 19th and 20th. He spoke just hours after the Labor Department report showed a third straight month of lower than expected inflation readings. Kashkari argued that the central bank has the luxury of waiting to raise rates until it sees more signs of wage and price pressures. Speaking at a different event in Texas, Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan also said the Fed can hold off on raising interest rates until inflation shows signs of picking up. Kaplan votes on monetary policy this year, though he backed its decision to hike rates in June. I, at this stage, want to see continued evidence or more evidence that we're making progress on reading our inflation objective, he said. I'm waiting to be patient. I'm willing to be patient. Now, if we take a look at the Fed Fund futures rate, folks, what you're going to see is this, WIRP. So this is pretty amazing when we bring this out. So Fed Fund futures rates go like this. We were over 50% this morning in March. Now, then these are the next Fed meetings. We have a Fed meeting the 20th of September. The Fed Fund future rate is 0 probability that they're going to go up. Now listen to this one. This is wild. We have another one in November 1st. That probability is 0.8%. So that's just about 0. December 13th, that is a 25% probability. January 31st is a 26% probability. And these are the ones that change and have changed pretty dramatically. We were over 50% this morning before the CPI came out. March 21st, you're only at 45%. May 2nd, you're at 45%. Now we don't go over the 50% mark, folks, until almost a year from now, June 13th. So that is pretty intense. If we go back and we actually look at these bonds, what you're going to see is that the 10-year rather, is at 2.18 right now. And to pile on top of that, what you're going to see is this, is that, so picture, the short-term rates, the Fed absolutely sets. The 10-year, the Fed is not setting, but normally what ends up happening is if they go up in the short-term bank-to-bank rate, because that's the rate we're talking about, it basically goes along the curve. So the curve would be, you get a 2-year, you get a 5, you get a 10, you get a 20, and a 30. So what normally happens is that you have a curve, and as the Fed goes up, they push those rates up. What has happened, however, is that this curve is flattening down dramatically because the market is buying bonds. And so like anything else, we talk about volume a lot around here. We talk about supply and demand a lot. There is more demand than there are actual bonds. Now, fundamentally, that is also the case. So what happens here is this. This is where this is going to get wild. As we are doing refinancing for our debt, what has happened is that because of the amount of taxes that have come in, because of, number one, the market has gone up quite a bit, that the amount that we have to borrow has been going down. So that is going to affect this dramatically. What is a wild card out here, and this is what's really going to be a wild card coming, we're already in August. You only get 3 more months to the end of the year, and what's going to be an absolute wild card is this, folks. In December, so picture Trump got elected in November. There's plenty of people that made a fortune and they did not, they carried it over to 2017 because of the tax implications that they were saying on a continual basis they were going to get a tax deal done so you pay less taxes, right? So it totally makes sense that you carry it over, right? Well, guess what, folks? The bottom line is that the probability of getting a tax deal done before the end of the year, okay, is probably 0. You know what that's going to do, folks? The amount of money that's going to come in the U.S. Treasury is going to be insane. Huge. What does that mean? That means that the U.S. Treasury is not going to have to push out as many bonds. What does that mean? That means that you have all these funds, trust funds, institutions, state pension funds that have to buy U.S. Treasuries, okay? Allocation-wise inside their charter, what you have, yes, they can own stocks, they can own real estate, they're going to own bonds too. That much demand coming in, and if there's less going out, these rates aren't going up for a while. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing play out because technically it's set up that these rates are going to stay low. Fundamentally, it's set up. And if we go take a look, and this is the amazing thing, when you take a look at the 30-year bond. When you take a look at the 30-year bond, you know, these things have come down. When they come down hard, there's no doubt they come down hard. But we have not broken a lower swing point in the 30-year bond going back to 2000. Each and every time, yes, they've come down hard. You know, we came down hard in 2003. You went from 124, 3 months later at 103. But guess what? It didn't break a swing point. You kept going higher and higher until 2008. 2008, you went from 143 down to 115. Didn't break a swing point. Went sideways again. 2012, you went from 153. This was a vicious one. You went down to 127. Didn't break a swing point. What do we do this time? Hit a high in 2016, July 2016, 177. What do? You come down to 148. Don't break a swing point. What are we doing now? You're going right all the way back and it's trying to make it back there. That is an indication that these rates are going to stay low. You take that into the aspect of world rates, we still have high rates in a big way. We're at 2.1 on the 10-year. If you're in France, you're at 0.6%. If you're in Germany, it's 0.3%. If you're in Italy, who's broke, is only at 2%. If you're in Spain, who's really broke, you're at 1.4%. So you want to give your money to Spain, you get 1.4. You want to give it to the United States, you get 2.1. You want to give it to France, you get 0.6%. You want to give it to Germany, you get 0.3%. You want to give it to the Netherlands, you get 0.4%. You want to go to Switzerland, guess what? You're going to pay them. 0.2%, you have to pay them to give you your money. The supply and demand equation is saying that rates are going to stay low. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 37, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 4.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 41. You get the NASDAQ up 42. S&Ps are up 4.5. And, of course, folks, don't forget, no matter where you are listening in your car, radio right now, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. If you want some great HD quality video, just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, hit Tiger TV. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see all month long we're doing a promotion on Facebook. We're giving $5,000 worth of prizes away for the month of August on Facebook. And what that's all about is that we want you each and every day to come over to Facebook at TFNN and like our page, number one. And then what you do there is that each and every day we're having a contest as to what the close is of either the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow Industrials. Bottom line, each and every day, we have different prizes up there. The prizes up there today, we got a month subscription of the Path of Least Resistance. Second prize is a month subscription to the Tech Insider. Third is a Thinkorswim mouse pad. And each and every day we do a random drawing for Constitution and Declaration of Independence. So we'd love you to come over to our web page, actually our Facebook page. Just go to TFNN. And, bottom line, it starts at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. The cutoff date is 3:30, folks, okay? So come over there. First you like it, then in the comment section, you give us that number. Market-wise out here, bottom line is that you're going to bounce on light volume. If we take a look at the Qs, what you're going to see, the Qs up here, they've done 39 million shares. Went downtown yesterday with 63, more than likely. It held out here. You'll probably get a bounce on Monday, too. Monday, Friday in the summer, it's a perfect setup for a nice ABC structure on the way down. The SPY's having trouble. It's really interesting. The SPY, we did get to 244.80. Bottom line, you're at 244.33. That is really a nice setup for that ABC structure down, getting you somewhere into this 235 area. As I said a little bit earlier, the Dow hasn't cracked yet. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here. 9 o'clock, Monday morning. Wow! Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.